You are a spirit being having a physical life experience. You are living in and playing with a vast, creative, dimensional universe made of energy. As such, you shine energetically from within into that physical space. You have an energy field that surrounds you and glows from that inner light. Just as the glass of a light bulb does not stop the bulb from emitting light, your physical body does not stop the glow of your energetic essence. Thus, you have an outer body that shines constantly into your current dimensional reality space. That glow, that energetic emission, is electromagnetic in nature. As such, it attracts other energy to it. Simply by moving through your environment, you attract a variety of energetic particles. Some of these particles may be light and conducive to your outer body, while others are relatively heavy. This is, at least in part, why you can feel so tired at the end of the day. Not only may you be physically tired, but you also may be carrying the weight of a good deal of heavier energies. Scientists would describe the phenomena this way. Shamans, on the other hand, have a different take on the issue. Shamans would say that you are a spirit in physical form. As such, you attract a variety of spirits with different intentions. Some may be helpful, while others may not be. At the end of the day, if you have attracted more helpful spirits than dense ones, you will feel more buoyant and energetic. On the other hand, you might also feel bogged down by the weight of lower spirit beings. Either way you look at it, whether scientific or shamanic, the effects are the same. Simply by the act of daily living, you often attract energies that are energizing or tiring, positive or negative, depending on how you feel. You may also notice the difference in how you feel energetically when you are in nature compared to how you feel in cities. It's easier to feel energized and connected to spirit in the countryside than it is in an urban environment. So when you are ready to do some spirit work, such as meditation, journeying, prayer, ritual, or ceremony, it makes sense to prepare by clearing away the denser, heavier energies so that you can more easily connect to spirit. There are many practices used to clear the energy field around your body. These practices can collectively be called smudging. However, the term is used more often when referring to the use of sage or other smoky aromatic plants. It is a more culturally specific practice of indigenous peoples. Sage is most commonly used in North America and other Euro-American traditions, along with sweetgrass, pine, tobacco, lavender, and others. In Central and South America, Palo Santo and resin incenses like copal are more common. Resins are also used in Indonesia and elsewhere. They are all effective in helping to clear your energy field and to clear your mind for spiritual work. However, to keep things simple, we will use sage as our example. There are two main varieties of sage used for smudging, white and blue. They have different properties, but they offer the same benefits. Bundles of sage, called smudge sticks, can easily be found commercially. These bundles can contain a single herb or a combination of herbs. If you use a commercial source, be cautious, as they may contain herbs not native to North America. Some can even be toxic. If you can, it's best to gather your own sage. It can be dried and bundled or kept loose as leaves or buds. The problem can be availability, since sage, good for smudging, is not naturally broadly distributed. White sage, for example, is found mostly in Southern California or Baja California. As a shamanic practitioner, it is important to be thoughtful and intentional. Know the sources of all of your materials and keep as close as you can to authentic native sources and materials. Also know that smudging is a sacred practice and not to be taken lightly. Sage can be burned in a bundle, or loose sage can be burned in a bowl. Shells are often used for loose sage. However, some traditions disapprove of the practice. Shells are the remains of a sea creature, and as such, use may be considered disrespectful. New ones may not be clean, and if bought commercially, may be coated with preservatives. Carved stone or fired bowls created for smudging would hold the best spirit for the practice. Again, it is important to know your sources. Whether you use a stone, bowl, or shell, only use it for smudging, not for anything else. By doing so, you affirm its sacredness and tune its spirit for your practice. You do not need to generate very much smoke to smudge yourself. Effective use of a single leaf or 2 or 3 may be good enough. On a more practical note, sage smoke is an antibiotic and antifungal, so sage is also useful in preparing and maintaining a healthy living environment. The smudging ritual can be very simple or elaborate, depending on the needs at the time. Here is a simple version. Always begin by setting your intention and bringing yourself present. When you are ready, you can begin. Ceci is using loose white sage in a small soapstone bowl and a special feather created for smudging. She clears her hands first, then sends smoke to Mother Earth and to Father Sky. The feather guides the smoke to the front of her body and over her head to her back. And finally to her heart. You can use your hands rather than a feather. Very simple, yet very powerful and profound. Many people smudge by passing the stick or bowl around their body. Some smudge the soles of their feet, as well as their palms, arms, and hair. In some ceremonies, the tools of ritual, pipes, drums, and rattles, are also smudged to clear their energy as well. You can also use sage smoke to clear the spirit of your room and home. We will explore more about this in a presentation about house clearing. As with everything shamanic, learn the tradition and then adapt it to fit the intention and circumstance. You can locate sage and other smudge materials either in some of the alternative healing stores or online. Remember always to check your sources in order to stay as close as you can to authentic native providers. See you soon.